Yes, y'all. From the Dave Campbell's Texas Football Mothership here in beautiful Lewisville, Texas, it's Texas Football Today, a show that found its way onto Facebook.
Yeah. Take that, Zuckerberg.
Come at me, billionaire. My name's Greg Tepper. I'm the managing editor of Dave Campbell's Texas Football Magazine, TexasFootball.com, corresponding website. Thank you for spending part of your day with us. Whether you're watching us live, TexasFootball.com, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, all the places, or just us in the podcast, which you can subscribe to on the podcast vendor of your choice. Either way, thank you for doing your part. Support your local, mediocre internet show. I'm sitting in this chair over here, sitting over there in that chair, wearing a headset and looking at a computer, running the whole show, making us sound good. She's the Duchess of the Dorks. She's Miss 305. She's Ashley Pickle.
Howdy, friends.
It's a special Friday edition of Texas Football Today. Friday, as I like to call it.
Okay.
We have some special in-studio guests. One of them that you know very well. He's our college editor here at Dave Campbell's Texas Football. It's our friend Ishmael Johnson.
Yo.
Wearing his a Neon Genesis Evangelion shirt.
Yeah.
Am I the only person that doesn't know what that is?
Yes.
You are. You are not just the only person in this room, but the only person in the world who doesn't know what that is.
Okay.
Right.
Like, even Trish knows what that is.
Mallory wouldn't know what it is either.
And sitting... Wow, just throwing Mallory under the bus. She's not even here as
Right.
a vendor. Yeah, exactly. And sitting to Ishmael's right, he is the host of Jibber Jabber, a show on NTTV there at North Texas. We are pleased to be joined by the new co-host of this show, and football expert, Jake Pickle.
Jeez.
Hello,
I was
Jake.
told this was a picture. So I've been holding that smile for quite a while.
We got
That
it.
hurt.
No, we got it.
Well,
We got it.
figured.
No.
Oh, is this a video?
We'll take a screen grab. So if you have questions for any of the people in this room, we'll be happy to answer them in Helpful Honda Mailbag Friday. That's right. Honda is sponsoring this segment.
Oh, look at that.
So
If you need a car to drive,
Pick a Honda.
pick a Honda.
thank you, Jake.
Jeez.
Today is Friday, April 14th, 2023. It's 222 days. Is that right? 222? 223
Some numbers are the
days
same.
until
Oh,
Thanksgiving.
darn.
It's episode 1573. Happy birthday. Happy 27th birthday.
Oh, this one sounds important.
It is.
Hmm?
Many would say the most important birthday. It's the 27th birthday of 22 short films about Springfield, which
Oh, okay.
debuted
Yeah.
on Fox on April 14th,
One of the best
1996. 22 short films about Springfield,
That is a good-
co-written by Texas Football Today's own Bill Oakley.
Yes, that is very true. Been on the show.
Bill Oakley.
We also
Most importantly, it was the episode which had the most unforgettable luncheon.
Yes, very true.
The steamed hams episode of The Simpsons.
Mm-hmm.
Turns 27 today. Happy
Yeah.
birthday to, I would say, a landmark moment
Oh,
in
easily.
television.
I'd say so.
Congratulations.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Succession before Succession.
Yes, probably.
Yeah.
Ironically, when Bill Oakley came on Texas Football Today, you then made me watch that entire episode following the Bill Oakley interview. So I have
And-
seen that. I know these words.
And
It was great.
it's great.
It's a great episode.
And now I've seen like 18,000 renditions of steamed hams because every time you find a new one, you come up to my desk and you go,
Did I
watch
send you
this.
the Twitch stream?
You
the AI Twitch
forced
stream?
me to watch it for 5 minutes at my desk
There's an AI Twitch stream,
when I was very busy.
which is a nonstop. They just feed steamed hams into an AI bot, and
Yeah.
it just keeps coming up with different, with different renditions, and it'll just be like Principal Skinner looking for like brie cheese or something like that.
I was like knee deep in trying to schedule very important basketball games, and
Yeah,
Tepper's
and I'm
like,
stop what you're doing.
stop it right now. And I was like, 5 minutes later, I was like, Tepper, you have to go away.
No, I
That's really
don't.
important
'Cause
here.
it just keeps going.
Prioritizing is important, and
Yeah.
I think this could be a lesson that we all take. I guess with steamed hams.
Prioritizing mental health is kind of what I do.
Sure,
You know what I
sure.
mean? Self-care. So this is Helpful Honda Mailbag Friday. So if you've got questions about high school football, college football, recruiting, lifestyle, romance, ostensibly, travel, or anything that Jake's into, we're gonna have a couple of hard-hitting questions for Jake Pickle here in just a moment. But get them in the comments, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
Sorry, he prefaced this whole thing by saying we're going to be talking about your entire life story, what's traumatized you the most, and what's your favorite color. I thought that one was a little bit odd, especially as a following question.
No, but the thing is that in the whole course of the interview, I think you'll realize that is really the telling question.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you were like if you're a yellow guy, it's fine.
Yeah.
If you're like a red guy,
We can get into this. I'm very passionate about my favorite color. I'm glad he asked it, by the way.
Let's take care of some podcast business here for a moment. So, Pickle, why don't we pay some bills?
Born and bred in Texas hits a little different, as it should. Texas loves doing business with fellow Texans. VCR Now takes its Texas roots as seriously as its many partnerships with schools and universities around the state. It's also why we're so proud to promote our brand in the pages of the Texas Bible, Dave Campbell's Texas Football, and on the airwaves of Texas Football Today. Driven by producing quality broadcast video, state-of-the-art audio, and LED video scoreboards at affordable prices, VCR Now makes sure to listen to your needs in its athletic department before recommending the next best steps. Building great products is our business, and it's our focus on building meaningful, long-term partnerships with our clients that sets us apart. From our 24/7, 365-day help desk, the training lab in our hometown of Red Oak, or our sports marketing business plan that puts money back in the hands of our athletic departments we support, VCR Now is built to last. Reach out to us today at info@vcrnow.com or by calling 855-GO-VCR-NOW. Again, that's info@vcrnow.com or by calling 855-GO-VCR-NOW.
The 83rd KitchenAid Senior PGA Championship, the most historic and prestigious event in senior golf, kicks off an unprecedented run of major championships coming to PGA Frisco over the next 11 years. From May 24th to May 28th, join us as the best golfers over the age of 50 compete to have their name etched on the Alfred S. Bourne Trophy. Past senior PGA champions have included true legends of the game like Sarazen, Snead, Palmer, Nicklaus, Player, and Watson. A limited number of hospitality, pro-am, and ticket opportunities remain available for you to be a part of the first major championship at PGA Frisco. And keep in mind, corporate clients and ticket purchasers at this May's KitchenAid Senior PGA Championship will receive priority access to offerings at future major championships held at PGA Frisco, including the 2025 KPMG Women's PGA Championship and the 2027 PGA Championship. Visit srpga.com for more information. Pickle, as is tradition here on Fridays, it's time for Helpful Honda Mailbag Friday.
The North Texas Honda dealers want to help you score on award-winning Hondas like the rugged and reliable 2023 Ridgeline. Stop by your Helpful Honda dealer today or visit ntxhondadealers.com to learn more.
So if you got questions about high school football, college football, recruiting, lifestyle, romance, travel, anything about growing up in Llano,
Or Hondas.
We have a Honda expert here, a self-proclaimed Honda expert.
She drives a
here,
Toyota.
and that's Ish. Ish is the self-proclaimed Honda.
Yes.
Hey, Honda sponsors your podcast too, Republic of Football.
True, it does. Yeah. Helpful
so,
Hondas. Yeah.
Yes. So go listen to Republic of Football and go buy a Honda, I suppose. Jake.
Yes, sir.
Jake, touch your mic again. I think it kind of went out.
What'd you do?
Well,
Aren't you
not
supposed?
really anything.
Aren't you
It
supposed?
still's not working.
Oh my gosh, this is going.
Oh.
Oh no.
Talk again.
Hello?
No.
What'd you do?
Hold up.
No, this happened the other day too.
Did it?
Yeah.
Some with the connection, I guess.
To
Okay.
Ish.
Well-oiled machine around here.
Oh, I think we got it.
Hello?
Try
Can you
again.
hear my sweet, beautiful voice?
Yeah, now I can.
Okay.
Good. Don't touch the microphone. First of all, Ishmael,
Mm-hmm.
how's the Republic of Football Podcast Network going?
It's going good.
It seems like it's cooking with Crisco.
We added Houston the other day, which means we're just 3 away from having every FBS program in the state. So,
Okay.
yeah, it's good.
I've listened to almost all of them.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to The Roost since they've been on our podcast network. But
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
listened to their podcast before because I was a Patreon subscriber.
Yes,
for
yes,
them.
yes.
But they're excellent on the Rice side.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah. So which 3 are we looking for?
UTEP, Sam Houston, and SMU.
Okay.
So yeah, if anybody knows
Folks.
anybody out there that could
Ishmael
either
Johnson.
A, has an established podcast or just a fan of those and would like to start one,
Yeah. At Ishmael R. Johnson on Twitter.
Sure, yeah.
That's right.
So there you go.
Make sure you use hashtags, or else he won't actually respond.
Yeah.
Hashtag football.
Is that right? Will he not respond if you don't
I
hashtag?
tested it, yeah.
Wait, what happened?
I sent you a tweet one time.
Yeah.
And you didn't respond, and I sent another one with a hashtag, and you did respond.
That's science. That's the scientific method.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah.
I tried it 3 times actually, and each time I'd use a hashtag, you responded.
You had a control group,
Yeah.
which was without the hashtag, and then you added the hashtag,
Yeah.
and the results were the difference. Okay. So which
Because it
hashtag
proves
was
your
it?
point, because I don't remember that tweet before the
There you
hashtag
go.
at all.
Was it hashtag football?
Well, at first it was hashtag football.
Yes.
Following that, it was hashtag ish rules. That one seemed to get a lot more traction.
Yeah, no.
After that, it was like football is epic. You didn't really like that one as much. I don't know, just try it out. I don't know. He liked
It's workshopping, I guess. All right.
Yeah,
the basis.
yeah. Flattery will get you everywhere here at Dave Campbell's Texas
Well,
Football.
I like to call it networking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's great. Now
He's an adult.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's not go crazy here with labels. Now your name is Jake Pickle.
That's true.
Is it in relation to our producer?
We don't
Well,
look
it's sad.
anything alike.
Yeah, hold up. Look at the longingness of mine.
Let's go. Let's do.
And then I have a very
Let's just
short
switch
face
back and
with
forth like a few
with
times.
not curly hair
switch
or
back and forth a few
anything.
times. There's
Yeah,
Jake,
the difference is that I have my mother's hair.
and there's Ashley.
Well, there's Jake. And here's Ashley.
So you are the younger brother of Ashley Pickle, and she has been on this show for no, I guess it's the question I would ask before. Have you ever seen this show?
A few times.
You actually have. Like I'm not doing a bit
Yeah,
here.
a few times.
I think there is a greater than zero chance you've never seen the show. Like I don't think my little brother has ever seen this show.
I'm glad I've surprised you. Yes, I've seen it.
Uh-huh.
Regular watcher, can't say.
That's fine.
But I've seen it.
You have seen
Of
it.
course. Yeah.
Familiar.
Not that bad of a brother, I'd like to say.
Now you are yourself a content creator.
Yeah.
What do you? Can you give us some notes on the show?
About like
Which
the actual
show?
content in it? Yeah.
He's
There's a lot
on.
of shows.
He's got a lot of shows.
A lot of shows.
No, I just mean.
Well, it's very different because podcasting is like super different from like I guess other like more syndicated show stuff that I do.
Okay.
You know, I guess I do run a podcast kind of thing. I don't know, it's like a little talk show. Where we
Do you
talk
wanna
to
plug
people.
it?
No, not really.
Okay.
I like remaining mysterious.
All right.
Don't
listen
He
to his
doesn't want.
podcast.
He wants no publicity.
It starts with the J. There's another J, and then it ends in an R.
It rhymes with ribber rabber.
I mean, that just gave it away.
Wow. I mean, maybe if you're in Mensa, yeah, you can figure that out.
But yeah, I mean, it's different. Y'all have more of a laid backness to it because y'all are so comfortable with doing it, whereas our things are more like it's a every now and then type thing. So when you're doing it, it feels like I'm a lot more like, oh, we're doing this.
Feels like you can't miss.
Where yeah, y'all kind of walking in here and just being like, yeah, I guess we're doing this.
See, for us, we have a bad show.
No.
Which is most of the time.
It's like, all right, we got
We're like, whatever,
another one tomorrow.
in the pile. You know, we're just, it's just
Yeah.
coming in.
I
and
guess
doing
that
our
is a
thing.
good point because you do like on late night. It's what like 3
It-
episodes a year, and then
Ye-
Jibber Jabber's like the same thing.
Yeah, it's once a month. So
Yeah.
yeah, it really is just like it's like a manic production, I would say, where it's like you don't really do much most of the time, and then you're just like, we're here, we got to do things. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. So you got to make sure you don't miss.
yeah.
I get
but I
that.
come in clutch.
I can tell you have the clutch gene.
Yeah, I do.
You know what I mean?
It
Yeah.
runs in the family.
Wow.
Skipped a year or two.
You know.
A year? How about 6?
Yeah. Okay. 60. Yeah, because you're 6.
I
years
agree.
older
Lance
than
and Jake
Yeah.
have the clutch
Yeah.
gene.
Yeah, I'm
Lance and
6
Jake.
years older.
Let's put some
Trish.
respect on Trish's
That's
name.
fair. That's fair.
Respect on Trish's name, and I've met Chicken. And
Shout out,
Chicken,
Mom.
Chicken's
Yeah.
clutch. Yeah, shout out, Mom.
All moms.
Just shout out to moms.
Yeah, you know what? Shout out, Mom. Can we get a lower third that's just shout out, Mom?
Shout out, moms.
That'd be great. Okay, so you are a student at North Texas.
That's true.
What I've heard on the street is that your sister went to North Texas.
That's true.
And was a legend, and basically you had no choice but to go to North Texas. Do you want to refute any of those claims?
Well, are
Your
we on
legacy.
or off record?
This is
It's not recorded.
Okay.
We're
Nobody's
not
watching.
live.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
have you ever seen this show?
Yeah. And on record, yeah, there was nothing dangerous pointed towards my head whenever I was writing that my
Absolutely.
signature on where I was going.
Mhm.
There
When you
was
signed your
no-
letter of intent.
Yes, I guess. There was nothing like that off the record.
Yeah.
it really hurt.
I know, because she's done it to me. And I think she's done it to you.
Yeah.
Grab you by the collar, throw you up against the wall,
Right.
and tell you what's
She's
happening.
really strong.
She
Yeah.
is.
It's scary.
They don't call
She
them
has
the
girl
cannons
power.
for nothing.
She has girl power. She is like, many people call her the sixth Spice Girl.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I've heard
How
that
did
a
you
lot.
Angry Spice.
Who invited you on this show?
Literally you.
I did say, Shmuel, you want to be on? Angry Spice. I
Angry
like
Spice.
that.
I'm going to start introducing you in the show pod.
I can guarantee you,
Angry Spice.
LP is going to laugh at that. Like, he's going to go back and rewatch you say that a couple times because
Angry
he's going to
Spice.
like that so much.
Angry Spice. Now, are you familiar with Ishmael Johnson?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like
Well,
the same
he's-
human.
Well, he once said that this is I'm like quoting you.
Oh, okay,
Almost, maybe.
okay.
I don't remember it
It's a
exactly.
direct quote.
Make sure to have a hashtag.
If we were or if we were in college at the same time, we would be friends.
That
And
is
I
very
think
true.
Hashtag
that holds
friends.
true.
I did say that. Yes.
Thank you. It's so he listens.
Exactly. Maybe that's what I've been doing wrong. I haven't been speaking to Ish in hashtags, and that's why he ignores me
I'm
every
very
single
online,
day
so
that
yeah, that's the only way-
we're in the office.
It's the only way you can get like cycled into my
Yeah.
algorithm.
If you don't get into his DM.
You're like you're like a sleeper agent where I can't wake you up unless I use.
And so hashtag, and then all of a sudden I click on.
He powers on. Ishmael is back online.
Yeah, exactly. Like that.
Hashtag
the little
online.
green dot on the Slack, like turns
Turns
on.
on.
So that, ooh, wow, you're online. Okay, so why would you say that you and Ish would be friends if you were in college together? I mean,
He got me backstage at Emo Night. Well,
That's
not.
free.
He got me into Emo Night
That's
for free.
free.
That's
Got
so
him in for
cool.
free.
Yeah.
do you want
Yeah.
to explain what Emo Night is?
Emo Night rules.
I mean, that's a long.
Shout out Emo Night.
Shout out Emo Night.
Emo Night rules.
So I guess, golly, almost like 7 years ago now, out in LA, they started the whole. I mean, it's everywhere in the country now, but it started out in LA. They have like 80s nights, 90s nights, all that stuff. A bunch of kids, DJs, just started putting together emo nights in LA. My friend Ricky, I went out there to go see him one year. He took me to one. Later, he got on as an intern and is now in charge of all their graphics. And so now they basically travel the country. They have teams in other states, and they put on promotions and all that stuff. And so now they have one every month or so in Dallas and Austin. And
It's just like a
he
big.
gets-
I don't want to oversimplify.
Yeah, yeah,
I've
yeah.
never been.
That's fine. Yeah,
It's just like a giant dance party.
more or less.
Pretty much,
Kinda?
yeah.
Yeah, and they have
More
like
mosh.
Yeah, it's best. So you
Mosh.
can mosh and all that stuff, and so like they have like balloons. It's like they do up like it's like you're walking into a concert basically, but it's basically DJs.
Basically, a guy with an aux cable.
More or less. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't shy away from it.
And
yeah,
it's cool because they do allow people to get up on stage. Like,
Yeah.
if you want to go up on stage and dance, you can do that. If you want to mosh, you can do that, which, by the way, very proud of this. Mallory and I did.
Yeah, they did.
We moshed last
moshed.
time.
Just elbows down.
I think it was
was
to
great.
Asking Alexandria. I think it was one of the songs.
Elbows down, the number one rule.
Yeah.
Ish just showed up and he's like, where'd Pickle and Mallory go? And Jake was like, oh, they're in the middle of the mosh. And Ish goes, what?
See, I like moshes, and I'm like, I don't know if you can see this. I'm not very. Somebody could probably just. Ashley's even more kind of this way, and
Yep.
you're just shorter. No offense.
More
Yeah.
bird-like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
we're
just-
very long and lanky.
Yeah, it's just
I do
one
have
wrong
cannons.
move and we snap. I feel we're one step away from just total annihilation.
See, but
Yeah.
I appreciate a place like Emo Night really embracing the fact of like that part of the performance.
Yeah.
Because I've always thought, and this is something, I'm an old, I
Mm-hmm.
think we can all agree, and you clear your throat when I say that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And what I don't get, and certainly it's just not my scene, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm not supposed to get it. The people who go and see like a DJ,
Mm-hmm.
like a famous DJ.
Oh, and it's very much just
and
like
just
an aux cable.
Yeah, all you're doing is just playing. Like you're not.
Right.
I
They
get it.
blend the song.
Yeah.
There's right. At least like they try to blend the song sometimes, but I get what you mean. Like in this, very much they're not like they have a cue and it's just like
Yeah.
song after another. And so that's fine. Like I'm okay with
Okay,
that.
so the difference-
but there are some that it's just like they try to like do the whole like hey, I don't know. There's a bunch of TikToks making fun of DJs and all that where they're just like actually pretending to be messing with stuff and it's
Yeah.
like they're clearly not
like not doing anything.
Yeah.
And like you're just playing a Spotify playlist.
Sure.
Basically.
Yeah.
And then you're occasionally going, go.
Yeah.
Like, they're doing more work with their hands this way than they
Yeah.
are this way.
Because
Yeah.
like okay, you go to like see a band and they're playing instruments.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Even you go see the Loop Daddy. You go see
Oh, yeah, Mark
Rebel,
Rebel, yeah.
Right. You go see him. He's working his ass.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? He's putting together original music on the fly, like
Sure.
in an improv way. I just don't understand like going to see a concert and it being like, oh, just a guy with his laptop. You know,
DJ Reese, I love you. Exactly. Spin those discs.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what are you?
And
really
then
doing?
you get a lot of
yeah, a lot of it.
and then no smoke.
There's an art to the transition, though. There is an art to like good transitions and good,
I think there's.
But most of the time, that's actually someone
mixes.
spinning. Like
exactly.
they're actually
sure,
spinning.
Sure.
That to me is the difference.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if you're up there actually like putting it together.
Yeah.
Like it's the difference between I'm not gonna go and just like go somewhere and just see a cake that's already been made. I want to see you take the ingredients and make the cake.
Yeah.
I want to watch you bake the cake, stuff like that, so to speak.
That's
Put
fair.
it in. Yeah, I'm just hungry. I haven't had lunch.
First time in history, food has ever been compared to DJing, probably.
Don't think
Probably.
so.
Well, you don't know that.
Because you know what? Let him cook.
Uh,
That's right. Jake Pickle, Ishmael Johnson, and Ashley Pickle here. Just doing a reset here for people who are just tuning in. If you've got questions for any of these fine folks, please get in the comments on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Do we have any questions, or people are just
No, we do.
vibing? Okay, actually, let's go to Ashley Pickle.
We'll go back and forth between football and non-football. We'll start off with the football here. What first-year head coaches are y'all most intrigued by?
Absolutely. Jake?
well, as you know, the new basketball coach at UNT.
Wow.
There we go.
Know that one.
Hodge,
Whose
baby.
name is?
Actually, which one?
Which one?
Ooh, Nate, you
Not
got
Grant McCaslin. Know that.
good job. Okay, that's good. Okay, so first year, I presume we're meeting high school football. I'll say from the college perspective, very excited to see what UJ Kinney does at Texas State.
Very true.
I think there's a lot of buzz around about what he's doing.
You could say Eric Morris at North Texas.
Eric Morris at North Texas. I think there's some buzz there. Okay, so if you're talking about first year coaches, I am interested to see what Sean McDowell does at
that's a good one.
Conroe Oak Ridge.
That's a good point.
Conroe Grand Oaks, rather.
Yeah.
He's moving over from Richmond Foster, where he was wildly successful for a while. How quickly does that translate to what I do think is a different scene there? I'm interested to see what happens there.
I mean, it'll be interesting. If we're talking about like first year head coaches, it'll be interesting to see what the new North Shore head coach
Gaston,
does.
yeah.
And
Willie
yeah,
Gaston.
like was John Kay the secret to the sauce? It
Right.
should be just like Tony Salazar taking over, where nothing skips a beat. But there's always a possibility that it could change.
Okay. Kirk Martin returning to Manville.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Because it's like, now they weren't bad under Kevin Hall. They went 8-4 this past year. Like, they were
Right.
pretty good. But like,
Just coming home.
just coming home, like how quickly does he get them back up to speed? Rashawn Woods at Tyler. Okay, former Oklahoma State star wide receiver, now going and becoming the head coach there out east. Can he get Cujo back on the map? I'm interested in that. And I will throw in one more. I will say, yes.
Zach Birdwell at Tioga.
Yeah.
That's one that went kind of underrated. He was the OC under DJ Mann at Lubbock Coronado. I'm very excited to see what he does as a head coach.
I'll throw one more a little bit off the beaten path, but I guess it's kind of a twofer. Frank Johnson retired at Holiday. They went and hired Kyle Atwood. I'm interested to see what he does, kind of taking over for a guy who's been there for quite a while there at Holiday. And the guy who replaced him at Alice, J.R. Cassiano, I'm a big fan of what he did there at Taft with a high-flying offense. How quickly can he install that there
We know
at
you're a
Alice?
big Taft guy.
I'm a big Taft guy. So that's
President?
both.
Yeah, literally.
Both.
That's his favorite president.
You know what his middle name was?
No.
It was S. It is just S. Please look that up. Somebody look that up. You can look that up.
No.
I believe so.
No, his name is
maybe
William
it was-
Howard Taft.
Never mind, you're right. Maybe it was Harry Truman.
Yes,
Yes.
I think that's right.
Harry S. Truman is just S.
Let me see. Is that right? Let me see.
Taft was the one that got in the bathtub and couldn't get out.
Yes.
That is not true.
Tepper has a
Kinda.
big conspiracy on that.
That is ostensibly not true. Like objectively not true. It was a
What next? The
poli-
moon landing's fake?
political hit job. Political hit job. Yeah. No, his
worked.
middle initial is S. It's not an abbreviation. You're right. I have a friend whose name is J.
Like, first name?
The letter. Yep.
I've known it just a J. I've also known a J that's J-A-I,
Yeah.
but I have known just a
What's
J.
the best letter to have a first name?
Z.
Yes, agree.
Z.
But K is my favorite letter.
Tense. Like 3 of them in a row or
I had
something?
that off the
Or
top of my head. I
love that.
Hashtag alphabet. by the way.
Cool. Cool with a C. I want to be clear. I'm not signing on to this nonsense. I might go with X.
X is a good one.
X feels like
First name?
yeah,
Xylophone?
just X.
Oh, we're talking just
Like,
like one
just
letter.
your first name, just your name. Yeah, one letter as
So
your first
B?
name. B is good.
B's not a bad one.
What's up, B?
Yeah.
You could be a walking L.
You could be a walking.
Could be a walking
you could
L.
be a walking W. But yeah, I feel like you don't
Yeah,
want.
dub.
Yeah,
W is actually
W
pretty good.
Pickle.
I have a buddy who's
Trish and LP missed a big one there.
yeah, I do have a buddy whose name is like Christopher William, but he goes by CW, but he of course just went by Dub.
Actually, I do have to agree with X because we have a receiver,
Yeah.
Quan Alex Farrakhan Jr.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, who plays? Where's he play for?
Then you can throw up the
Let me
X.
see.
He transferred somewhere.
Woodlands. He's
The
at the
Woodlands,
Woodlands. So yeah, Quan Alex is actually a pretty damn
It's pretty
good
cool.
name.
Yeah,
That is
so,
cool.
So yeah, if you could, but I think that you're right.
I think
on
I would go with
something.
Z.
I think what you need is a one syllable letter. So it can't be W,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Dub for short.
You could, but then that's not really. Then it's like,
You can't do this with every letter.
yeah.
That's
That-
cool.
that is
I'm
true.
walking around with the first-
Can't-
I can't do jet. Well, no, I don't want to do that.
Do we have any other questions, Pickle? You're doing great, Jake,
Zil0678
my man, or lady. I don't know,
or robot.
my person. Not
Preferred
even
way
person, I
to
don't even know.
watch in Village. What?
Evangelion.
Evangelion.
Oh my god. Okay. Is it Evangelion films or the original series?
Ooh, original series. The movies are good, but they're just a retelling of it.
What's the one that adds on?
That's
to it?
true. There's one that adds on, but I would recommend the series and then go back and watch kind of the movies that are kind of retellings of it. But yeah, get all of the series because like the original ending's really weird because they ran out of budget and so they had to like make stuff up. And so you kind of just get the whole thing and then go back and watch the movies. Definitely, that's kind of where I prefer it.
Okay.
And they keep making new movies too, just like like.
Is it like Star Wars where it's just never stopped?
No, it's not like it's the same
Like prequels
story.
and then
it's the same story, but they just keep like. By the way, here's 3.01 is coming out, and it's
Is
like,
it from a
okay.
different perspective, like of a character? I don't know what they are. What are they? I don't know anything about
I
this.
haven't seen the movies.
I mean, there are sequels to some sequels, but most of the movies are like kind of different summaries of the show, and then just like a different ending or something like
'Cause,
that. It's very weird.
Like
It
with
is very weird.
Madagascar, then they made one that was just from the penguin's perspective.
Yes, Evangelion's just
Man,
like
that's
Madagascar.
honestly, and like they're basically in the same cinematic universe.
I also
there.
both of those are both about the creator's spiraling depression.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Madagascar. If you dig a little deeper, it's like, whoa, this is dark.
The author of the Penguins actually wrote himself into the script as Rico, the one that eats like dynamite and stuff. He
Rico
really
is
saw
the
himself
dumb
in
one.
that character.
Okay.
Rico is the dumb one.
See,
No,
I'm,
he's the crazy one, not the dumb one.
That's
He's very
true.
smart.
I'm about. I've
Spalding,
been on.
status
I've been on
report.
and off, and it's not because it's really good when I watch, but I just don't have time because I have 2 kids.
Uh-huh.
But I'm about halfway through Attack on Titan.
Okay.
And which is excellent.
Yes.
Oh, Jake, you like that too,
We would
don't
not.
you?
I would not
I've
recommend
seen
it.
it.
I would not recommend it as a first anime. It's a lot.
It's not bad first anime. I think if you want to get hooked on something, that's a
It
One
is.
Piece.
It's a good.
No.
Like what got me hooked was just like
12,000
the
seasons.
like just
That's
the
Jake's favorite show.
Like the.
It
What's
is,
your
but
favorite
it's
show?
one.
What's your favorite show?
One Piece. It's got over like 1,000 episodes.
I was about to say that's
I watched it a while ago.
That is
Um,
that's a
but
lot.
I just outed myself.
I want
to.
to. I want to finish it. I want to finish
One of
Attack on
those,
Titan
yeah.
before I watch the movie, like the Shinji Higuchi movie.
Oh,
because,
okay. So yeah,
because he did Shin Godzilla.
Yes.
Shinji Higuchi,
Yes.
which is among the best movies ever made.
it's a great.
It's
take
really
on
good.
Godzilla, yeah.
And so I want to finish that, so I'm kind of fast forwarding it.
What is your favorite thing about Godzilla?
Probably, I would say his ability to dominate every other kaiju, including
You
Kong.
No. King Kong is way better than Godzilla will probably ever be. He's a big monkey.
No, okay, you're right.
There's a lot of tension at this table.
No, you're right. A radioactive dinosaur does it with.
Yeah, I'm sorry. A big monkey
They
is
had
so
to
much
literally
cooler.
They have a baby gorilla at the Dallas Zoo. I forgot to tell y'all.
Everything goes
Let's
back
go to
the
Ashley
same.
Yeah,
Middle
yeah,
for
she
the breaking
does.
news.
They do. They have a little baby gorilla at the zoo, and it is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. That's all I really could contribute to that, so I just needed to let that be known.
Like, sure,
Okay.
God and Zilla is cool. Like, it's a cool name, but I can't get over the fact that King Kong is just a big monkey.
No, and that is a great point.
Thank you.
But here's a counterpoint.
Okay.
Which is that Godzilla is a nuclear dinosaur.
But I feel like that gives him an advantage. Like, King Kong's just like a larger normal thing.
Right. And what I'm here to tell you is that King Kong would have no chance in a just and honest world.
Well, have you seen the movie?
They did have to make
Have I
King
seen
Kong
the
bigger
movie?
to make him fight Godzilla.
I
What
would
kind of
hope
amateur
so.
you think I am?
They did have to make-
I've been on this show. If you watch this program, you would know that I've declared it the most important film of 2020.
They did have to make
I
King
actually
Kong
did
like
watch it.
10 times
They
bigger
did.
than it was.
They had to work over a decade to kind of shrink Godzilla and
Yeah.
kind of make King Kong bigger.
Because obviously the famous scene in
gradually.
King Kong is like him climbing the Empire State Building,
This
and then
is-
you watch Godzilla versus Kong, and it's like, oh, he's like
He is the
3
Empire
times
State Building.
the size of the Empire State Building.
It was a really good movie. I did watch it.
I know it's like a nonstop thrill ride. But yeah, they had to build Mecha Godzilla just to match up, which is a mismatch. Anyway, what's next, Pickle?
Much in the same vein as a radioactive dinosaur.
Segway Queen.
How will Louisville look this season?
Great question. I like Louisville. Obviously, last year they were able to make a run to the regional semifinals, maybe something like that. This is I do think that now Michael Odell's been there for quite a while. Yeah, they were regional final last year. The defense will need to be rebuilt a little bit, and they lose guys like Caden Jenkins, who went off to Baylor, and Cameron Jenkins, who went off to UNLV. But
I think the core of the really good receivers were young. Or
yeah,
at least coming back
Lamar
for another
Kirby's
year.
back, Jaden Hardy's back. They've got playmakers. I think they need a quarterback. I want to say I'm looking at their questionnaire.
How
I
does,
think they need a quarterback? No, Ethan Terrell's back.
Should it be them and Coppell again for
Probably
district?
top, I would say. But
Yeah.
yeah, I would say that those are probably the two Coppell. Depending on what you think of Hebron, like if Hebron can reload in a hurry, or Marcus and our new
Marcus,
coach,
yeah.
Mike Alexander. But I would say, yeah, Coppell and Louisville are probably 1-2 in some sort of order. But Cowboy fight never dies. How's Lano looking this year?
I don't know. You have very clear skin. Whenever we go on the football mode, I kind of just have to sit back and let you control. So I just kind of look and pander. I'm
Zone
sure
out.
y'all seen. But you have very clear skin.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Moisturize.
I mean, I do mean that. Okay, cool. And you do a cleanser too?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah, I would assume so.
For sure.
What's
Yeah.
your routine?
So it starts in the. We'll talk about this off air. I don't want to give away all my secrets because
We
I
need
don't want
a-
people coming for my job.
Was growing up with Ashley traumatic?
Ooh, great question.
No.
Ish, are you want to weigh in?
Do I want to weigh in on how it was like to
It's
go
just-
with Ashley Pickle?
It's just like I wouldn't have made it 31 years if I had to. If I
very
had
true.
to grow
Great
up with
point,
her.
yeah.
That's very true.
See, I was the evil one, but I don't really remember it. 6 years of a difference is a lot. I feel bad more for her than I do for me. It was
Can't confirm.
it was annoying. I didn't have a phone. I would go in her room whenever she was getting ready, ask to play Angry Birds off of her iPod. That's probably annoying, but I didn't know any better. No, I mean I
called me old?
I cried when you left, so that probably means something.
See,
Aww.
Well, I said means something. I didn't mean
Something's not
sentimental.
nothing.
Yeah.
he was so. It
It's
was
that trauma
was,
coming out of
Yeah.
just
No, it
finally
was
leaving
tears
the
of
house.
joy.
Thank God.
God, thank goodness.
Release. Yeah, I get that. Okay. Would you let's give some ratings out here. Scale of 1 to 10. How would you rate Ashley as a big sister?
Ooh. Do I want to feed into an ego? Sure, 10. I'll give it 10.
Wow.
Let's go.
I'll give it 10. Well, 9.5.
That seems fair.
What's the half?
What's the deduction factor? We're just built too similar. It takes away something. It takes away my uniqueness as a long person.
Justice for long people. Hashtag.
One of us needs to be more stout.
That is fair.
Yeah.
Usually, I was thinking that's totally fair because with siblings, a lot of times one takes after one and one takes after the other.
Yeah.
And our mom is very short, but she's not stout. I guess that's what's different is mom is only 5'3", but she's got really long legs
Yeah.
for only being 5'3". So yeah, we're both just lanky.
Yeah.
That seems fair. That seems like worth half of a deduction.
Okay. All right. We can do one or two more.
Of all the people we know on TFT, I'm just
So
gonna
just the
assume
TFT cinematic universe.
that
Sure.
seems fair.
Includes Bun B, by the way.
Bun B, Sue Bird,
Sue Bird,
Bill Oakley,
Bill Oakley.
Graham Harrell,
Yes.
And now me.
and now
Now
Jake.
Jake Pickle.
Yes.
Who actually played football, and what school and what position did they play?
I played at Capel, and I was an offensive lineman, and I was bad at it.
I played in middle school.
Played in middle school.
I did not
So I
play
guess we're playing.
varsity.
Yeah, I guess we got to clarify. Like, I think we've all played backyard football. and stuff like
Right.
that. So do we just want
In
to say
some
like
type
varsity?
of organized or varsity?
Yeah, I would
Varsity?
say like organized.
Okay, we'll say varsity.
Sure.
Varsity
Okay.
high school.
I did
football.
not play.
Will played. Will Wilkerson. He's the best.
He was all-state.
football player on it. He was an all-state corner.
Yeah.
Safety.
He was a
Defensive back.
Yeah. Defensive back at Pleasanton. Step played basketball, so he didn't play football.
Yeah.
I don't think Powers played in the whole Ohio.
Ohio.
Did he go to school in Ohio?
Powers used to play basketball.
Okay.
I can see that. He's
Yeah.
a hooper.
We actually have more former basketball players on our staff than we do football players.
That is very true.
Jake was a two-time All-State quarterback at Lano.
That's true.
Craven
Ashley
played at
also
Cedar
played,
Park.
actually.
Craven played at Cedar Park. What's that?
Ashley played.
Yeah,
Well,
she
Powder
played.
Puff.
Yeah.
That's
I
what they
remember
called
this.
it.
Yeah, no, we had your coach on.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Who?
Tommy.
Oh.
Tommy Yelvington's been on this. He's
I know him.
He's an all-district guy.
As Mike Craven will say, he played at Cedar Park, and he'll always say, like, yeah, you can tell how good we were because I played at Cedar Park.
Yeah, at the time. Pre-glow up Cedar
Yeah.
Park. And yeah.
Mallory played a lot of flag football in college. Like she was in a
Man,
sorority for
I
a
bet
little
she
bit.
was a ringer.
Yeah, well, she was in the athletic sorority. Pi Phis were like the most athletic sorority, and she was in that one.
We gotta see
She
if-
would probably tackle
did
somebody
Carter
in those
play? I wonder
flags.
if Carter played at Frisco. He went to
Frisco.
Frisco High.
I bet you he played.
He's probably
On the-
just
on
in
the
probably
hook,
just look at the
Carter
magazine.
looks athletic.
We could probably just look at the magazine.
Yeah, Carter also looks more like a football player than a basketball player. He's
Sure.
he's broad.
Yeah, he's broad.
Looks good in some pads.
I don't think
Yeah,
Corey
absolutely.
played at Holiday. I don't think he did.
Be a good question.
You can probably ask him.
I'll ask him. Anyway, do we have an ender or no?
No.
That was
Do you
the
have
ender.
an ender?
I want to thank Jake Pickle for his courage.
Really brave today, y'all.
Really, well, honestly, it took a lot of.
Got to
courage
put on
to
my
do.
big boy hat.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, well, you can't see it.
Oh, I didn't.
Before I walked out the door this morning, I looked in my mirror and went, "It's go time."
Oh, okay. I thought you were suggesting that the flow is actually a wig.
Oh,
That'd be
me
unfor-
bald?
That'd be unfortunate.
Sorry, LP. I do look like you, but
Wow.
not yet, man.
Man.
To be fair, LP's was by choice for
That's true.
most all this time.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Like that's how I am. Is if this like starts to go, I'd rather just like, all right, I'm just gonna.
So with
Sure.
LP,
Give up
it
on
was because he was waking up at like 3 a.m. to go sell Bluebell, and he didn't want to have to deal with doing his hair at 3 o'clock in the morning. So he had a full head of hair and said, "Nope, I'm just done with it."
Respect. That's the way to roll.
Couldn't do it.
No, I get it.
Couldn't do it.
Also, when you're handling food, they're not like he wasn't allowed to have like a beard. Like they're not super keen on
Yeah, that's
people
why I
having
don't
a lot
have a
of
beard
hair.
too. I'm not allowed to have a beard. That's why.
We've all seen you try to grow your mustache.
That's why. The reason I'm not allowed. That's the whole thing.
No. Really?
Okay. Yeah, it's in my contract.
Oh, wow.
With
Did you notice before you signed?
Yeah, I did.
Or did
And
you have to
also-
give up on your
I
whole
did.
mustache beard
Like,
dreams?
Have you ever? I have like. Do you know what David Letterman looks like these days?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
he's just like bearded out.
That was how I was. And then
Really?
Definitely.
And then Fox Sports Southwest, now Bally Sports Southwest, said,
No.
"Hey, we want to sign you to a lucrative television deal, but
You gotta chop that.
You gotta chop the beard off." I'm like, I suppose
I'm trusting you wholeheartedly. Like, you wouldn't trick me, would you?
I would never lie to you.
Wow. You heard it here first.
He lied. That's gonna do it for us. Thanks for spending a little bit of your day with us on this show about football. Follow us on Twitter at DCTF, like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Dave Campbell. Follow us on Instagram, instagram.com/Dave Campbell, and of course, see us at TexasFootball.com. Do you want to plug your social media?
You can just look on my name. It'll probably pop up. I do have one last thing to say before we go.
And
To
here with a
answer,
parting thought.
to answer his question earlier, it's green. My favorite color is green.
Full
Go
circle.
Big Green.
For Ashley Pickle and Jake Pickle and Ishmael Johnson, I'm Greg Tepper. Vince Young, please come get Player of the Year trophy. We'll see you Monday on Texas Football Today.